Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaru Gururatmiti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Janma karma chame divyam yevam yo vitti tattvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti soarjuna. I repeat, Janma karma chame divyam yevam yo vitti tattvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti soarjuna. See the translation. Lord Sri Krishna says, he who thus knows truly the divine birth and actions of mine does not get rebirth after casting off the body. He attains to me. See the one more time translation. He who thus knows in a reality the true nature of my divine birth and action, and he having abandoned the body is not reborn, but he comes to me, O Arjuna. We are studying the question answer between Lord Sri Krishna and Arjuna. The question was put by the Arjuna. He said, your birth is very recently, and Vivaswan, it was the beginning of the creation. So I have doubt how it was possible to impart the knowledge of the divine to the son by you. Yet the question has been answered. Arjuna got the reply of his questions. Sri Krishna says, I was that time, I am right now, and I will be. My presence is beyond the time. My presence is unconditional. For my presence, body is not required. Body may be, and body may not. Because I am the God. So we used to say that God was, God will be, God is. These sentences grammatically are correct, but in reality, they are incorrect. God was, it is incorrect sentence. God will be, it is also incorrect. Even the God is, this sentence is not correct. presence is not apart from the God. So I am every time, everywhere. So my presence does not require anybody. So Arjun got the answer. Now the question can be arise. The question is about appearance. Your presence is unconditional. Your presence is everywhere. Your presence may be with body, without body. Now the question is about your appearance, your birth, your death. This is a question. So in this verse, Lord Sri Krishna is going to reply the question about his manifestation. He is saying, Janma karma tame divyam. O Arjun, my birth, my actions, these all are the divyam. Divyam means what? Divyam means divine. My janma, my birth, and my activity, my actions, all are the divine. How to we understand the divine? We cannot understand the divine unless we have experience of divine. Because whatever means of experiences we have, they cannot experience divinity. Because the rules of the earth, the rules of this world will not apply the world of divinity. The divine world is very different. So law of the earth will not apply. Lord Sri Krishna says, my birth is divine. See, when a normal baby takes birth, there is a procedure. Very procedure. Nature does it its own way. It takes time. Slowly, gradually, it comes out and slowly grew up. But Sri Krishna says, Arjun, my birth is not ordinary birth. My birth is divine. Before my birth, in the scriptures it is written, when Lord Sri Krishna took the incarnation, before his incarnation, he appeared in front of the mother and father. And he gave some instructions how to they protect his own child. So he gave instructions to Devaki, Vasudev. That time he had 4 hands, full body. And after that, he became a little boy. So here you know any sequence, no any time. It is beyond time. Sri Krishna says, my birth and my death, action, karma. It is divine. So do not apply logic. Do not apply logic to understand God's divinity, His divine action, divine birth. It is beyond of the logic because it will not work. The most important point is here, evam yovetti tattvata. He said, Arjun, this is simple sentence. I am going to say again and again, my birth and my actions are divine. It is okay. But your birth and divine action what difference will make some other's life? Sri Krishna says, Veti Tattvata. My birth is divine, my actions are divine. Arjun, you have to know that reality. If someone knows that reality, the word is Sri Krishna uses Tattvata in Upanishad, in Chandogya Upanishad. There is a Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi. The master was giving instructions to the disciple, Tattvamasi. You are that. Sri Krishna says, if I am divine, my presence is divine. If someone knows, it makes no difference. See, if someone has a rich person, someone has rich, he has everything, property, but I am hungry. I do not have anything. So knowing that this person is very, very rich, it makes no difference in my life. That person has lots of food. If I know that, in my life, nothing will going to happen. I am hungry. I do not have food. So if Lord Sri Krishna's birth and actions are divine, if I know, what will make difference in my life? But Sri Krishna is saying, Evam yo vetti tattvata, the knower of this truth will not get rebirth. He says, the knower of this truth will not get rebirth. How? It is going to happen. We have to think, Sri Krishna says, Evam yo vetti tattvata, the one who knows that reality, my birth, my actions are divine. If someone knows that, Tyaktva deham punarjanma, after death, usually what happens? Death comes. After death, again we take a birth. Again birth, death comes. Death and birth, this circle is going on continuously. And we are used to. But Sri Krishna says, if someone knows if reality tattvata, we know about the God. We know about the presence of the God, but we know very, very little. Sri Krishna says, if you know tattvata, its consequences will be Tyaktva deham punarjanma. Having renounced this body, that person will not going to take birth again. He will liberate it. And Aithimamit Surjuna, that person will emerge with me. How? Because if someone knows the divinity of the God, automatically this divinity is your own divinity. Here, 2 points have to be understood. The point is, if you chant Lord's name, it will purify your mind. Or you know yourself. Your presence and presence of the God is same. You both are same. Knowing that, you will liberate. Now, next one. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupasritaha bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhava magata. I repeat, वीतराग भय क्रोधा मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavam agata. See the translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, many who were devoid of attachment, fear, and anger, who were absorbed in me, who had taken refuge in me, and were purified by the austerity of knowledge, have attained my state. See the one more time translation. Actually, these verses are very, very important. Freed from attachment, fear, and anger, absorbed in me, and taking refuge in me, purified by the penance of knowledge, many have attained union with my being. Vitaraga bhaya krodha. Sri Krishna is saying here, having known the divinity of the God, having known the divinity of the God, you are the knower of the God, but it is not real nature of the God. You may know about God. God is sitting in the heaven. God has this, God has that, God did do that, did that. So we have so many norms, conception about the God. But Sri Krishna says, this is not my own reality. Just remove all conceptions, all ignorances, and know my reality, and what will happen with you? Vitaraga bhaya krodha. Raga means attachment. If someone knows the God, the first consequence would be the attachment will disappear. If there is no attachment, then no fear. All fear is rooted in the attachment. If there is no fear, then no fear, no anger. I am angry because I am fearful. So these three, attachment, fear, and anger, these all are the impurity of the mind. Impurity of the mind. I am attached with someone, some object, some conditions. Obviously, if I am attached, 100% the fear will come. If fear is there, anger is there. And after in the three, there is hatred, there is jealousy, everything are here. Sri Krishna says, if you know the God, if you know the consciousness, it means automatically your three things, attachment, fear, anger, will be disappear. And manmayaha, Sri Krishna says, that person, Patanjali wrote in Yoga Sutra, he says, Vitaraga Vishayamba Chittam. The point for your meditation, if you want to a point where I meditate, he says, Vitaraga Vishayamba Chittam. You can meditate upon a person whose attachment disappears, has gone. Vitaraga Vishayamba Chittam. Here Sri Krishna says, your mind's impurities are attachment, anger and fear, jealousy, etc. If they disappears, and you will get happiness, you will get freedom, you will get consciousness. These things can happen only if you are not conscious. If you are not conscious, then there is attachment. If you are angry, it means you are not in conscious. Medically, you may be, but in spirituality, you are not conscious about your anger, about your fear, your attachment. So when the impurity of the mind disappears, Manmaya, Sri Krishna gives a word very beautiful. He says, Manmaya, that person is not actually person, this is me. Embodiment of the my form. Incarnation of the my Manmaya, this person, pure consciousness. When he walks, eats, thinks, whatever does, that person is not doing. God is doing through that person. That person is just a medium. The doer is God. That person is just a medium and God is using them. Such person is being used. Manmaya, Sri Krishna says, this is my form, my incarnation. Wherever he goes, I am there. Manmaya and Mamupasrita. Another word he says, that person that person does not have his own boundary, own limitations. That person is limitless. His body is not his body. The entire world is his body. Mamupasrita. Manmayaha, that person is like God. Mamupasrita, that person completely surrendered to me. That person is without boundary of the body, of the mind, of the intellect. His presence gives some indication that there would be something above the God. That person is a very similar presence of the God. You can see that person and you can think there is something different above the world. His presence is assurance to everyone that all misery can be removed. He is the carnation of the God. Manmaya Mamupasrita. Bahavo Jnana Tapasa Puta Madbhavam Magata. And Sri Krishna says, Arjun, this is not a story for one man. Bahavo. There are so many unlimited Jnana Tapasa, very beautiful word, Jnana Tapasa. Tapas means the austerity. You may have read about the austerity in previous time. Many people used to do that. They went to forests, they would go forest, and years they would do the tapasya. Even Rakshasas, demons, Ravan, Hiranyakashipu, the rishis, they would do that. And in return, they would get its sequences, its results. Here Sri Krishna says, Jnana Tapasa. Jnana Tapasa, the knowledge is a austerity. Understanding is the great austerity. Other austerity is temporary. It may be useful, it may not. But Jnana Tapasa, the austerity of the knowledge. Whose knowledge? Knowledge of the divine. Knowledge of the consciousness. Knowledge of the self. Whatever you are doing to achieve that knowledge, this is the Jnana Tapasa. Whatever you are doing, you are practicing, you are studying, you are listening, mananam, nididhyasan, whatever you are doing for that purpose, it is a Jnana Tapasa, austerity for the knowledge. See, not only this knowledge is can achieved by the austerity, even a worldly knowledge, if we want to earn, we have to do some hard work. Go to school, college, university, give money, classes, so many things we have to do. So this divine knowledge demands more dedication. This divine knowledge, the knowledge of the spirituality, the knowledge of the self, knowledge of the God consciousness, it demands more and more effort. It is not so easy. But it is not so hard. Vice versa, it is very easy. But it is not so easy. So Gyan, the knowledge, is a tapas. Puta madbhavam. So then, if someone gets this knowledge, this understanding, and it gets purity. Purity, puta. You and the God. You have studied so many times Mahavakya. Purification of the Tattvam. 2 words. Purification of the Tat and Tvam. Both words has to be purified. This is the purification. Madbhavam agata, Sri Krishna says, if someone knows my nature, by this knowledge, that person becomes purified. Whenever he is with the body, he is moving in the world, he is like God. When body dies, Madbhavam Agata, Sri Krishna says, that time he merges with me. I and my becomes one. Madbhavam Agata. Now, next verse. Ye yatha mam prapadyante stans tathai bhajamyam mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. See, one more time. Ye yatha mam prapadyante stans tathai bhajamyam mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. See the translation. The way in which men resort to me, in the same way I favor them, O son of Pratha. All sorts of men follow the path of mine. See, one more time translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, whoever the way devotee worship me, so do I approach them, for all men ultimately follow my path. Now the question is, if Sri Krishna, if Lord is available everywhere, anytime, then why people are not worship that God? Why people are not worshipping that God and get liberation? Sri Krishna says, "E yatha mam prapadyante tam tathai bhajamyaham." Now see, in previous verses, we have heard a most important part. Sri Krishna says, "Kam esa krodha esa." Kam is the desire. Two persons we have to understand. One is with desire, another is without desire. We have talked about without desire. Vitaraga bhaya krodha. That person there was no desire. Without desire. No any desire. I am complete. I am purna. Nothing lacking. I have done whatever has to be done. I am finished with the world. I am complete. Purnamada, Purnamidam. No desire. Yes, obviously, body will demand something. This demands is for bodies, not for my. I am desireless. But other persons are with desire. They have desire. But now they have also similarly, they have some experience about the gods. They know this world is not only this world, there is something beyond of that world. And this is more powerful. I am in this world and I need something. I try whatever means I have. I try my intellect, my body, my other sources to achieve something. But the person, he has faith in God, he understands that there is something supernatural power. That power can be used for higher achievements. That person is not totally worldly. Yes, this person has some sense about the supernatural, divine. So the person can think, I want to something. But whatever means I have, I cannot, I'm not able to achieve my desire. So I need some higher means. And there is higher means, and he used the God as a means. Sri Krishna says, Swarchan, Artho Jigyasu Artharthi. There are three types of person. They have desire to fulfill the desire from the God. The one is Arth. Arth means the person who is in misery. Very, very miserable person. And doctor said, nothing can be done. I have done. Now, nothing can be done. You pray to God. The worldly means are not enough. That time this person prays to God, oh God, save. And God will say, yes. No worry. Whatever you want, I will give. God is like you make a noise. And somewhere in the cave, there is echo. If you would say, Om, the echo will come from around, echo will come loudly, echo will come to you again, Om. If you abuse, echo will come by multiply to you again in abusing manner. So God is like a big ecosystem. If you use, the only difference is, if you would say, oh God, give me, God will say, let it be so. The only difference would be there. It is an ecosystem, but it can transform some things. You are in miserable condition. You pray to the God, God will say, no problem, I will going to solve your problems. If you are jigyasu, you want to learn, God will manage everything to you. If you are artharthi, you want money, prestige, property, God can give. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathai bhajamyam. Sri Krishna says, whatever way you try to achieve God, God is ready. God understands your sentiment. God knows your capability. So He is ready to accept you whatever you are. Whatever concept you have about God, God is ready. See the compassionate of the gods. So compassionate. Any. If you want, accept God as a father. God says, yes, I am your father. If you would say, God is my son, God will say, yes, okay, I am your son. Any relation you can, God is agree with you. All things up to you. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tan tathai bhaja. But don't remember that God will never initiate. You have to start. You have to begin. God will respond. Tathai bhajamyam mam vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasa. Sri Krishna says, Arjuna, in fact, every human being, because only human being can understand, can worship. So every human being, whatever way they are walking, they are coming towards me. Mam vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasa. Knowingly, unknowingly, you are worshipping consciousness. Here is written, Akashat patitam toyam yatha gachit sagaram. Like any drop of the water, it falls from the sky. It will go to only ocean. Ocean, there is no other targets. Any drop of the water, wherever it falls, it may fall in the Himalaya, it may fall in the desert, and it may fall in the ocean, in the Ganges. Anywhere it may fall, but its target, its goal is only ocean. Sri Krishna says, wherever you are worshipping, it comes to me. Mam manushya partha sarvasa. Now next one. Kankshanta karmanam siddhim ejanta ya devata chipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. I repeat again. Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta ya devata chipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. See the translation. Longing for the fruition of actions of their rights and duties, they worship the gods here, for in the human world, success from action comes. Hari. See the translation again. Those who desire the fruit of their actions worship the gods because success is quickly attained by men through action. Again, the question is, why people does not work only God? Why does not people worship only supreme consciousness? Why they are doing puja sometime here, sometime there, sometime this and that? Sri Krishna says, here is a reason. Kankshata karmanam siddhim yajanta. In this world, there are three types people: Sattvic, Rajas, and Tamas. And our desires also are Sattvic, Rajas, and Tamas. Because our past impressions. So according to our nature, we have desires. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. If you are Sattvic, your desires would be religious, righteous. If someone is a tamasic, the desire would be harmful. So we have desires according to our nature. And every person wants to fulfill their desires. Kankshanta karmanam siddhim. And then we start searching how to fulfill our desires. And we need fulfill desire immediately. We do not have patience. See the God. The patience of the God. He is waiting. He has been waiting since unlimited time. He has been waiting yet. So patience. And we don't have any patience. That is why if you don't have patience, we start searching who is going to fulfill our desires. In worldly level, we try. If in worldly level these desires cannot be achieved, then we start searching a superficial level. Then some will come and would say that you worship this deva, this deity, this god, and you would get. That is why there are so many gods. Kankshata karmanam siddhim yajanta hiya devata. Someone is worshipping this deity, other person is worshipping other deity, other is worshipping where there are temples, crowd. They all are hungry. They are angry with God themselves also. Ajantiya Devata, Sri Krishna says, they are searching, looking for Devata. Chipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Because in this world, everything has its own time. On time. If you put a seed in the soil, it will take time. It will come out, but in time. Nature has its own way. So we have to wait. When we work, Sri Krishna says, you will get its results. 100% you will get its results. But wait. Take your time. Shipram hi manusho loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Whatever you are doing, you will get its consequences. So according to my desire, according to my kamanas, vasana, I started worshipping so many gods, so many devas, so many temples here and there. I am wondering. I was studying in Bhagavad. There is a very beautiful part. There is written, if you have so many desires, there are so many devatas. Like a government has so many portfolios, departments. Same, the Supreme God also has so many departments, so many portfolios. What type desire you have, you go there. Like if you want to live, you want to live long life. Who is the proper God for that? A seeker of long life should worship the twin gods. Twin gods means Ashwini Kumar, the physician of the gods. If you worship the physician of God, you will get long life. He who seeks the stability of position of the world, prestige, I want prestige, then you should adore the mother of the world in space. Respect the earth. See, what psychology is, they only know. If you want prestige, respectness in this world, you have to worship the mother earth and the space. If you seek acquire of learning, if you want to do study, worship the Lord Shiva. And there are so many other devas and desires. And finally, there is a question, if someone wants everything, or either everything or nothing, or liberation, there is written, then you have to go and worship the Supreme Consciousness. Now, next one, final. Chaturvarnyam maya system gun karma vibhagasa tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam. I repeat. Chaturvarnyam maya system gun karma vibhagasa tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, the four castes have been created by me through a classification of the gunas and duties. Even though I am agent of that, still know me to be non-agent and changeless. I chant this translation one more time. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, the four castes have been created by me through a classification of gunas and duties. Even though I am the agent of that, still know me to be a non-agent and changeless. Chaturvarnyam maya system. Sri Krishna says, Arjun, Chaturvarnyam, the classification of human life. Caste system. Sri Krishna says, it was created by me. What criteria was? Sri Krishna says, there was only two criteria. Only classifications are gunas and duties. Guna, karma, qualities and actions. Now let's understand what gun Chaturvarnyam is. Like our body. In Brahma's body, in Vedas, there is written the mukh. Mukh means mouth. Mouth is the Brahman. Brahman is the mouth. Because every knowledge mediums are installed in the mouth. So upper part, our body, you can say head. Head is like Brahman. It can take knowledge, it can give the knowledge. The quality of the head is knowledge. So this part, above the neck, it is a Brahman. Then comes hand, Kshatriya. Our hands protect our body. Whenever danger comes, immediately hands started protecting our body. So our hands are like Kshatriya, soldier. Then comes lower part and comes stomach. In stomach, it is a Vaishya, like a storehouse. We eat and it goes in the stomach and it deposited there. And our body takes all things from the stomach. And we go more down, then comes legs. Legs can lead us anywhere, everywhere. So this is the system of our body. Every part of the body is important. Our head also needed, hands also needed, stomach also needed, legs also needed. If one part becomes paralyzed, then what happens? You are not healthy. You can think, but you cannot move if you don't have legs. You cannot act. You cannot act if you don't have hands. You cannot protect yourself. So complete body is, healthy body is, the entire body should be in proportion. In every part of the body should work according to its own nature. Head, the sense organs, do their work. Hands, their own work. Stomach will digest food. And legs lead us wherever our goal is. So this is the system of our body. So you are Brahman. Partially you are Brahman. Partially you are Kshatriya. Partially you are Vaishya. Partially you are the Shudra. And you are nothing beyond of them. Ch4 maya system. Sri Krishna says, in your body, every caste is there. Now see another aspect. Sometimes you are learning, you are studying, you are Brahman. Sometimes you are protecting yourself. Protection, you are protecting your from the illness, from the bad thought, from this. You are Kshatriya, you are fighting. And sometimes you are earning the money. You are Vaishya. And sometimes you are working. You are Sutra. Every day, every time. Everyone is a Brahman, everyone is a Kshatriya, everyone is a Sudra, Vaishya. It should be in complete proportion. Same. Sri Krishna says, Chatur Varnyam Maya system, Guna Karma Vihagasa. The only criteria is your quality, your activities. Your quality will make you Brahman. Your quality, your activity will make you Sudra. The only criteria, division is only Guna Karma Vibhagasa. There is no other any other criteria. You are Brahman. Sometimes every day you are Brahman. Every day you are Sudra. Every day you are Kshatriya, you are Vaishya. All caste system is working with you every day. Guna Karma Vibhagasa. Same. Like in my body, every part of the body should work. Same in the society. Every part of the society should work. Some person can work for the knowledge. Some person can work for the business. Some person can work for the protection. Some person can work the activity. Oh, there is a wrong. If in a society one part becomes paralyzed, society becomes paralyzed and ill. Chaturvarnyam Maya system, Sri Krishna says, this caste system has been created by me. I am the agent. I am the doer. I am the creator. And again he says, as usual, he says, I am not creator. No, I am not creator. See, he says, I am the creator, I am the agent, I am created. And immediately he says, no, I am not created. So we have to understand that. This is the nature of the gods. Enough for today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Isharo Gururatmiti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.